In this lecture, we're going to review how you can submit your website. Now, you don't have to submit your website to search engines, but you can use different tools that will speed up the process and making sure that your website is found inside of search engines. So there are two providers that I would recommend, the first one being entireweb.com and the second being freesubmission.com. And via both of these sites, all you have to do is put in your website URL and then your email address to proceed to submitting your website to search engines. The same thing is applied on freesubmission.com. You simply go to the website, scroll down, and you can put in your website URL, your name, your email address, and then you agree to the terms. Then after that, you will receive a series of emails that are asking you to confirm to have your website submitted. You can go ahead and confirm, and ultimately over time you will see that your website has shown up. Now there is no exact time for how long it will take for your website to show up, but a really good way to see where your website is in the process of showing up is you can simply go here and take apostrophes and put your website inside of it. So if your URL is yourwebsite.com, you'll go ahead, start the quote, end quote, hit enter, and then it will show you specifically what shows up for your URL. What I'll do is I'll put in my actual business website so you can see, luxuriouswebdesign.com. What shows up is this. First, it is my website. Second, I have a presence on Etsy, there's Facebook, and a tad bit more. But ultimately, you're putting it in between here, the quotes, to see if your website is showing up in search engines. Then from there, you can see how your website ranks when an individual will type in specific keywords. So an example is luxurious web design. If someone is interested, let's say, in a luxury website. And then there you have it. There is my business. I show up as number 1. The same thing might be applied if you type in, let's say, your business. Let's say you are in Houston, Texas, and you own a seafood restaurant. You could type in Houston seafood restaurants, and you can see how your business ranks. You can scroll down and see ultimately what might show up. Now there are a lot of providers that have lists of seafood restaurants, but as you can see for ads, there's Pinch Seafood, there's Eddie V's, and then there are a tad bit more at the top affiliated with the map. You can type in a variety of different keywords and phrases to see ultimately how your website over time is ranking and how it's showing up. But as you initiate SEO, you just want to go ahead and check to see what your website is showing up as, or if it's showing up at all, and you can go ahead and check that. And then your listing here will show the title that you entered, your URL, and then your description.